Short rest.
Just a brief respite.
Second thing, short rest.
Off we go then.
Get those points back. That was absolutely savage. And she wasn't even using anything special. Starring is an endless source of disappointment. When he works, he's fantastic. Some of his assassinations are amazing. Right, Anders, you must have something good on you. Standard longsword, scale mail. Take a carrot because I can. And the Sword of Justice. This looks like it should be better. Tears protection. Okay, let's take a proper look at this. Compared to what I've got, this is 2d6 plus 4 versus 1d10 plus 4. Well, that's better for a start. It's going to be more average. The Tears protect. The Sorrowful Lash, though, is good, isn't it? That basically helps us there. But what's Tears protection? Protect a creature from attacks. Increase its armor class by 2. It's a bonus action. And it lasts until a long rest. And it refreshes on a short rest. Well, the Sorrowful Lash was nice. That's a tough choice, actually. But I'm going to go with this because I've just seen how that absolutely mashed me. So we'll try that out for a bit. See how we get on. There were only 3 against you. They were higher level, though, Braga. And they had an awesome weapon. He had a ton of attacks. He was absolutely brutal. She's got Scrolls of Revivify. If she had Scrolls of Revivify, why didn't they revivify their companion? I wonder. Oh, we'll take the supply pack for the camp.
Open up.
Is that a better crossbow? No, it's just light. We could maybe do with a better crossbow. It's just sellable, so we'll cash that in. Time to go into the cellar. Might have a little look. Oh, we've got to have a baguette. Just because it looks cool. And I had to climb on the box to pick it up. Okay, let's go through here. Check the cellar out. Should be some good stuff. Actually, there's some good stuff over here. We've got gold.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Yep, me too. The refugee wasn't their companion, but a victim. He wasn't a victim. We spoke to him. You maybe weren't there for the stream, but we did the voice of the dead and spoke to him. Or speak with the dead, I should say. And he was in league with the demons as well. So he was one of them. I don't follow Tyr in this, no. I don't think I do. You don't get to choose a god, but I follow... well, I took the Oath of Devotion, so... that was a tough fight. Glad it's done. What are these? Temporary hit points. We've all got temporary hit points? She healed everyone, didn't she, at some point or other? Apart from herself.
A long way to go still.
Oh, we can cast this. Let's have a look. Who should we put this on? Probably on himself. Increase its armor class by 2 until a long rest. It's purely because his armor is not that great. What's the 3 down there for? It gives you... oh, it's concentration. So there's a good chance that will fall off in the first fight. But it's got his armor class up to... really? 7? I thought it was 16 before. Oh well. It's an improvement, so we'll take it. Karlach might be a better replacement instead of a Starin, yeah, but she can't open locks and disarm traps and stuff. Or not as well, anyway.
Assault on my nostrils should be labeled a war crime.
I know the 3's temporary hit points. Yeah, I know. I think it comes from a ring she's got, a healing ring or something she's got. But I don't remember her healing herself. So I'm not sure why the temporary hit points kept from death's door by a brief magical boost. It's curious that. I think it must be from what she's healed, but I don't remember her healing herself, so... She might have done. Looks like it's from the aid spell. I don't think so. That gives you maximum hit points increased by 5. And that wasn't cast on the others. I didn't notice it on them before, but we'll find out when we have a rest. And then we'll see where it see what comes back afterwards. Right, I think we've got someone dying over here that needs a quick chat, Gale.
Charmed, I'm sure.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Who are you?
Toll collector, Martin.
Ah, so there's 2 of them. How did you die?
Goblins. Laughing. Cutting.
So the goblins attacked this place before the paladins, or the gnolls, or whoever else came. Why are you in the basement?
Hiding. Frightened.
Fair enough. Were you alone?
Gods abandoned me and Vance.
Okay. It's not really anything new and exciting that we've learned, is it? The ledger. Ledger containing details of a toll house's takings for the current year. Most entries are neatly written, listing the travellers and the amount of gold paid, but the text on the most recent page is smudged and rambling. 4 merchants with a single wagon of sundries. Flaming Fist Company, 15 fists and gauntlets. 100 gold fee waived. Fists don't pay tolls, they extort. Brewer and 2 guards bringing kegs to Walkeen's Rest. 7 farmers, no goods, no gold, wounded, warned us to leave. Sent courier to request extra guards or relief. More farmers, too many to count, no goods, carrying their own dead. Road untenable, preparing to abandon post. So it looks like a stack of refugees have been coming down there. That is the vault door. We will get through that. We might just set it on fire. Oh, hang on. I think I have a key, don't I? Yeah.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Oh, God. I do remember this. Right. Open the door again.
What a day.
Quick save, I think. These look like...
Traps. How considerate.
Is there anything on these? I can probably walk around them.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. That might
Don't
be worth
stand on it. It's gone running round and almost stood on it. These boxes mostly look empty. Apart from the ones that aren't. Wow, okay. It is worth checking. A bronze ingot. Okay, that was worth coming to have a look for. I don't know what I'm going to use that for, but it sounds like it's kind of valuable. Is that mold? Yeah, it's rotten. So the dead guys know they're dead? I guess. Yeah, it's kind of weird. The one in the movie is quite good fun. But yeah, it would be quite brutal to sort of be aware that you had died and maybe failed in whatever you were trying to do. Oh, it'd be weird. Would you have any memories of life? Not finding a whole load of gold down here yet.
Yes, please.
Oh, don't take the crap. What's in the trunk? So, is there anything... Wait. A light hammer. That opens
Traps. How considerate.
Just more traps. He failed one. I don't know if that's enough to make a difference. It might not be. He failed one perception check. Save.
A trap. Someone doesn't
Saw
like
that.
visitors.
I guess we can see the vents. So we know the vents are going to explode. He just doesn't necessarily detect that the vents are trapped. So maybe that's all that was. A battle axe. Just to sell. It's... Oh, okay. Water's useful. Perception failed. What did he fail at? I love the lighting effects, by the way. I do think it looks gorgeous when you light up candles and stuff. He just walked right over that. Don't know if that's going to work.
Nothing.
Do you know it might? It just might. Because that might be poisonous gas in there, rather than flames. What's this? This must be... We have a secret room, okay. Not a perception check then? Oh, click. We need to bring somebody else in. Gale?
Lovely day, this. For now.
Don't stand on anything.
Step by step.
Perception failing all the way. Oh, hang on. I'll bring Eric in because
Got a long road ahead.
we might need to leave two people sat in there for this to trigger. You really love that scene in the movie? I love most of the scenes in the movie. I can't think of anything really I didn't like about it. Let me disarm that. We have no cleric, but I mean, with all that, I don't think we can fail this. Yeah. We get a very nice boost to our dice. We're just going to throw that vase on top of there.
Traps. How considerate.
A gilded chest. That's what we came for. Oh, there might be something on this table at the end. Pleasurable deal. An excerpt from the play A Pleasurable Deal, banned in no fewer than 4 cities for its lewd content. Its scandalous nature led to a number of widely distributed and illicit printings. You know my curse, my pain, my grief, my woe. Of you I know you seek a larger hoe, to plough fair maid and sow a seed to grow. But lack do ye a mighty horn and mast with which to guide a maid to bed and fast. I mean, would it have been fun to have been the person whose job it was to write all this stuff? Where do they get it all from? What brief are they given? Oh, I'll have the shields off the wall. Thank you very much. Helmets. Handle. Metallic gloves. Helmets. And a chest. With the gloves of heroism. So when you use your channel oath spells, you gain heroism. Strength saving throws +1. I'll take those and send them over to Eric. Then we might be able to make use of that. Greater healing. Potion of healing. Gold. Gold. Bronze necklace.
Well, hello.
Some crap to sell. We've got like an armory down here, for heaven's sake. A great axe +1. Great sword. Studded shield. And some gold. And we'll light the place up now that we're finished, because it looks
On my
nice.
way.
Right, everybody out, and let's sort this thing out. See if they can do it without blowing themselves up as they leave. Right, cool. Let's see what he got for his efforts. He got... it's just a Great Axe +1. It's not bad. But this was the interesting thing. Let's see if Eric can actually use these. He's currently got Gloves of the Growling Underdog. The wearer gains advantage on melee attack rolls while surrounded by 2 or more foes. That's likely to be more important than gaining heroism when I channel an oath spell. So I think we'll stick with that. You met some of the lore in the books with someone trying to work out some issues or grievances without the other half knowing. Maybe. Let me see. I think we're done with this place now. We need to go back and talk to Karlach about those.
Have seen everything.
We'll get mightily acidified on the way out. So that bit's done. And then I thought this was the knoll area, but I wonder if the knoll area is actually up there. It's not far off, I know, from here. And I think if we attack the knolls, I think we can probably... Oh, well, actually, I want a long rest before I do that. Because that'll be kind of dangerous, won't it? Is there anything else we can do? We might be able to do the hideout down there. I think we need to leave that for a bit. Just yet. Goblin camp. There is a quest to go down there. We are going to have to go down there still. And there's a chest I found and a quest in the darkness. Hag would be a tough fight still. Okay, I'm thinking long rest, get all the spells back. And we will go from there. Do we have someone to talk to? I think there will be. Where's Karlach? I mean, she's right here.
Copper for your thoughts.
Took care of those paladins for you.
You did? Wow. That was sound of you. Why'd you do it?
They had a pact with the devil. They were agents of the devil. I wasn't going to let them roam the area unchallenged.
You're my kind of people. Wish I could have been there to watch those ignots crumble. But I'm just happy they're off my tail. Then again, facing them down might have put my tin can into overdrive. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus.
So...
Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down.
There's a hint about romancing her. Interesting then. So I do not know the lore about whatever she is, but she's not organic, or not entirely organic. El Pineapple, you'd like a mod that lets you play a Knoll, so you can call it Noel Edmonds. You know what? I nearly called my guy My Dude, so that every time that his name is mentioned in chat in the game, in cuts, well, not in cutscenes, but in things like this, they go, "My dude, it's nice to see you back. My dude, you have managed to beat the goblins." But I forgot when I was creating a character, and I tried to make something in lore for Paladin I had in the past. So, how the hell did you get an Infernal Engine for a heart?
High pain tolerance. And a dynamic duo of truly shitty bosses. But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories. Let's save the Scar show for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those Paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
I will find him and kidnap him and force him to come to the camp. I wonder if they meant Damon, a tiefling weaponsmith.
A weaponsmith, huh? Not sure if he's the guy, but I'd love to find out. A tune-up would do this rusty heart a world of good.
Don't worry, we will get Karlach in the party in a future playthrough. They sound fun. Karlach will sound a load of fun. Lazy L, I'm not so sure about. Where is she? Lazel, sorry. I'm not so sure about. Anyway, let's go rest up. Let's grab a
I'll give
kip.
it a shot.
Get all the spells and stuff back, because we actually burned through quite a lot of stuff there.
You're handsome.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen
Oh,
up
these
if
guys
you're
come
on.
to the
No,
party,
no,
don't they?
An owlbear.
What was that about an owlbear? Someone
Toddlers
mentioned an
are easier to
owlbear.
please than you lot.
I don't really want to go talking to them all. Withers. We could talk to Withers. Will's having a drink by himself. Leave him. I mean, we could go talk to anyone. I want to talk to the one that matters. I could talk to Astarion. I should talk to Astarion.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero.
You don't
never thought
say.
I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here, I hate it. This is awful.
You utter twat. It's not that bad. Think of all the goblins you killed.
True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
Not wrong with a good cup of vinegar. When I was a lad, we were grateful for a cup of vinegar. All we got to eat from one week to the next. After a 28-hour shift a day down mill, I was glad of a cup of vinegar on the walk home. Let's have a look. Take his bottle and try the wine.
It's a heavy, rich red, dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
We can go out killing. Let's have a look. We're not doing the quality time together. I'm not romancing him because he's a dick. What's your idea of a little fun?
By the hells. Sex, my dear.
Okay.
A night of passion.
Well, I'll go and find you a pig or something in the
Not with
woods.
you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no.
It's the sideburns, isn't it?
Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
I'm telling you, I thought this camp idea was supposed to be where you delicately unwrap the stories of your companions. But no, it's just a knocking shop at a swingers party. That's all it is.
Something like goblins swarmed, but we were brave and fried them all with our
There was a guy at the Grove. Oh, that guy did leave at the Grove, that weaponsmith guy, didn't he?
not what happened. Live a little.
Who have we got? That's the guy I want to see. Oh, and Halsin.
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
I'll take that.
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
I thought you might care to have a drink with me.
In truth, I rarely imbibe. The stuff goes right to my head. Before you know it, I'd be breaking into song or declaring love to the first person I laid eyes on.
I insist you have a drink. I fail to see the problem.
Then you have never heard me singing, which makes you very
Go on,
fortunate.
we've got to get him drunk. We have to get him drunk. Perhaps there's something else you'd rather do?
I'm sure there are. You strike me as extremely resourceful. But there are many grateful people here who want to spend time with you. I must not keep you all to myself, as enjoyable as that may be. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Can you get drunk in this game? Is there some wine to be had? Are there any bottles lying around? Do we have any? It'll be... There's... Oh, hang on. There's a bottle there. Right. Can I drink? Consume. Alcohol. Has disadvantage on dexterity and charisma checks. Wears off fast, though. Is there much point in doing this?
Patience? Have you no respect
for showmanship.
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold!
Clap. Oh, I thought it was going to be a golf clap.
Adoring applause? You're too
Somebody
kind.
fireball him, please.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
I want a drunken Will to come up and just eldritch blast him into the river.
That's my girl.
That's a
The moment
spell.
we hit the city, let's look for our own place.
There was a guy here.
He'll finally have his own sock drawer. Folded.
Oh, let's talk to these two.
color-coordinated, even
These were quite
ironed.
friendly with me.
I need to dance!
No. No, I need to lie down.
You can do both at the same time.
Sherry!
That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Remember to drink a toast to the great turnip. Oh, Gale is just glowing and looking weird. We'll leave him quiet. We won't talk to him. I might just talk to each of these just
Hope
to
you're
see.
enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Just in case anything comes up. Do we speak to... Oh, she might play a
This
song.
might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you.
Yes,
But I
well...
need an angle. Any ideas?
How about Courage? Classic song material. Have you seen this body? It would be a crime not to sing about it. If I hear my name in a song, your life is forfeit. Let's have a look. Why don't we have a drink together and discuss this? Is that an option? We'll go for Courage, classic song material.
Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Is that it? Eric the Brave. Who's that over there? Leaves Shadowheart. She doesn't look like she'll want to join in on this anyway. This is my party. Carla could probably join in. Him! Look at this! Look! What the hell is this? Like a sword stuck to the bottom of a tankard? I've got to find out more.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
Nothing much of interest happening here, is there? I'm afraid of Gale. Yeah, I am afraid of Gale. We don't talk to Gale in intimate nighttime places after what happened last time. Rather embarrassing. I think we've talked to
Look at
these.
them. How happy they are. We did that.
I did that. I did that. I think the booze is doing more than we did.
Then I'd best track down a bottle before the rest polish it off. Look us up when you hit Baldur's Gate. Be nice to see a friendly face.
You're assuming we're going to Baldur's Gate. Okay, there's... Oh, we've talked to him, haven't
To
we?
beds and hearths, to dirty pubs and dwarven ale.
Oh, well, if we get a different line, let me go back. I thought there might be something more interesting happening in all this. Can I try and convince him to get drunk? I'd love to see Halcyon drinking.
Enjoy yourself tonight. I'll come and find you in the morning so we can talk.
No, okay. Does she have another line then?
Your song was coming along. Then things began spinning. Worry not. I shall return to it at first light.
Any more?
Your song
No.
was...
Okay, I can't see any opportunity for doing much here, so we are going to go to bed. Oh well,
Buzz
it
of
was
celebration
interesting.
quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles.
While away the night, fantasizing where Gale could take you and... No! Go to bed alone. I've started something there I didn't ever want to or intend to. Go to bed alone.
You sleep alone, uplifted by memories of your recent triumphs.
Yeah, I'm a little sad you didn't talk to Gale. We had an uncomfortable moment with Gale.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
Finally, we're catching up on our puppet master, and the hunt ends at Moonrise Towers.
What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
Okay. The Absolute Forces can tolerate such a place?
So it seems, though I don't know how. You will have to choose your approach carefully. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
Okay, I think this probably settles the matter, but as we have Shadowheart in the party, and with her following of Shah, I think it's going to be the Underdark that we go. If she wasn't in the party, then it would make more sense to go the other way. And the next playthrough, we'll go the other way with different characters. I found the hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. The way is clear.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
Absolutely. Let's go. Oh, you want to go there too, though? Why?
Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection.
We'll give it a go. Is that why you went with Aradin? You thought he might uncover this route to Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceramorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close.
Should have hired some professionals then, eh? What about the Grove? We're going to leave it in the care of that monster.
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
What about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps?
Wrath has promise, but he has a ways to go yet. He wasn't able to stop Korga by himself. The Grove needs experience and a strong hand. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
Very shrewd of you. but won't this cause resentment?
Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. You cannot please everyone, and you'd be a fool to try. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
Spoken like a true druid. True neutral. You weren't there for those uncomfortable moments. You need to see one. I don't know which episode it was in. I was going to make like a short video out of it, but I didn't in the end. It was basically, we were having this conversation with Gale on a nighttime camp. And he says, hey, come and try this. And he showed us some magic tricks. And he says, breathe in the essence of the magic. And there was like this very sort of serene moment with them. And the two looked at each other, and Gale was looking up into Eric's eyes and smiling. But they were like really close and just looking at him. And I thought, oh, this clearly is a romance moment. So I followed the next few prompts and conversations to go down there. And then he was disgusted and aghast that I had suggested such a thing. So it took him by surprise. And he said, I didn't mean to like be rude about it or something along those lines. It just wasn't my thing at all. And I'm telling you, he led me on completely. It was quite funny. But we don't want to romance Gale. That wasn't the point. I could be tempted to romance Karlach. That might be something. We might talk to her some more. Romance a character, dump them, try another, but you're locked in at a certain point for the rest of the game, which is a bit disappointing. You just get all you get is a snog after that. I don't know. I'm not that interested in romancing characters in role-playing games. It just doesn't really... I want to go looting things, burning things, causing chaos, pillaging, saving the land. Not really interested in like cheap thrills from a sex scene that developers have written in just to appease people who like tongues are hanging out for stuff like that. A more interesting romance story now, that's better. But where it's just, you know, pick your flavor and go for it by the campfire. I don't know. It doesn't really do it for me. It's good that it's there as an option, because it's cool that it's there for people that like that sort of thing. But also it feels weird watching these things play out while you guys are watching me watching those on a live stream. It's funny. Romance in video games are kind of blur. I like the Witcher 3 one between Geralt and Yen. Well, they had the option of Geralt and Triss as well. Because in the books, this was a complicated, almost a love triangle between the three of them. And not a straightforward romance like a lot of things like in these sort of games turn out to be. So that one worked well. But, I don't know. In other ones, I can't remember anything. Like the one in Kingdom Come Deliverance, that was awful. That just felt like it was put in there for a gratuitous sex scene. And it didn't really mean much after that anyway. So I was kind of disappointed in that one. Because I thought that was going to be like a serious romance story plot. And it wasn't. It was funny. But it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Romance is a part of the fun. You love your blue babe. Panam was a hell of a guest. Witcher 2 and 3 are pretty good. Witcher 2 I can't remember. Oh, there's Triss in there, wasn't there? Yeah, I remember that. But no, it doesn't really bother me. Geralt was written by a Polish writer. Obviously, there's a love triangle and weird sexual references. There was some weird sexual references. There was. The stuffed unicorn. There's a fantastic scene with that. Anyway, we are good to go from here. So let's leave. Right, so we just finished this place off. We're at the Risen Road. Let's go back out, and I think it's this way. And let's go and find some gnolls. This is the cave that we went in. I don't want to start the fight from the cave end. Actually, then, in that case, I want to be over here, don't I? Oh, hang on. We need some spells first. So let's group up. Climb up, everybody. Right, what is his AC? It is 15. Okay. I thought there was something giving him 16, but unless I've removed it by accident, perhaps not. You need to cast Longstrider on everybody. Longstrider's too good not to use. Triss took advantage of Geralt. I think she did in the books as well, if I recall. Something that we're not seeing being played out in the Netflix series at all. Although we won't talk too much about that. We don't want to ruin the atmosphere after all. I think that is everything. We could possibly cast a light.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Oh, we can cast an aid as well. This is for until a long rest. It's a heal yourself, though. We might save that until we actually need a heal. No, actually, there's no point. We may as well do this now. Who's likely... No, we will save it. We'll save it. We don't need it to go off yet. That's a 10 turn one. There's just a light then to go. Can't reach the destination because he's over here. Like anything else, they run and then do the action. But when I want them to run and do the action, they don't. I see. Well, me and just about everyone else. Yeah, the Netflix series was massively disappointing. There's an odd one or two bits that I liked. There was some funny references. Not funny, that's the wrong word. There were some references that matched up with stuff that happens in the books, but then they didn't either go through with it or they'd missed the point of the reference and stuff like that. So there's a lot of times it just fell flat with what it was trying to do. Right, did we kill those things? Let's save and let's just do a group hide as well.
Best be on my way.
Yeah, we know what's coming. There's gnolls up here. First season was alright. The first season included a couple of episodes from the short story books, and they were done a bit better, but again, still fell flat in a couple of places. And you would probably have had to have read the books to see where they fell flat and why. But it didn't really fulfill its promise. The books are good, generally good, but I still think Witcher 3 actually tells the story of everything, or wraps things up better than the books, and easily better than the Netflix series. We killed them. I remember killing them. Dead hyena here. Okay, this is going to generate a fight up here. I just need to get myself into a position. There we go. We can see stuff now.
Symbol in the blood. What does it mean?
It's the Red Hand Gang, surely.
Free for the taking.
What? Who have I just tried to pickpocket? Gale? I think I've just tried to pickpocket Gale. Interesting that you can steal from each other. That's very strange. Right, so we know they're down there. Holy crap, he's got 85 hit points. Do you know what? We can just watch them die as they go running in. He needs to be taken out nastily and aggressively. Is there anything else? Yes, there is. This would be a good... Would it be a good point for an ambush, though? Because I've tried doing this before, leaving a couple of people to one side. It's nice high ground. Okay. Starion, your skills are needed.
I'm just waiting.
This doesn't kill him. This is going to trigger the fight, and we're not going to be in a great position. Well, we're not in a bad position either, for that matter. This looks like the easiest kill here, though, so... Up. Badoosh. It never really feels like I have achieved a surprise when everyone else suddenly gets to go and they all come swarming towards me, does it?
Best think ahead, or I'm lost.
let's just instantly... Let's bring these guys into combat. So join the battle.
Just hurry this along.
Let's just get them in. At least we've got the high ground. Right, so whose go is it? They're going to come on last. I should probably just get the hell out of here, eh? If this doesn't look good. So, Astarion.
Time to kill.
Could possibly kill that guy. Don't have advantage here. What's this one? Braced? I don't want to brace. Hamstring shot? Can we slow him down? Oh, it misses. I had a high ground advantage and everything, and it missed. Right. Let me retreat over here, I think. In fact, see if you can get to a position and hide.
Time for a new approach.
We've got allies on that side.
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Watch them run through the fire and die.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Well, okay. So one of them's good. We'll remember that. Yeah, I have to run through a pool of flipping acid now. We still haven't got any good area of effect spells. We need like fireballs and stuff like that. You can't struggle through the Witcher books, so it's nice to see the backstory in some way. The books are generally all better. Yes, they are. The sagas are long. There's a couple of ones that are just full of short stories. The first one, can't remember what it's called now. That was actually written after the saga started, I think, but it sort of predates them. That's really good, and some of those were shown in season 1 on Netflix. But the books do them better. Right, are we just going to go piling in? We'll try and keep in a position... We should get lucky with this. So what have we got? We've got Cleave. Oh, I better save that then. We're going to go for... just a big chop. We've got advantage. It's dead. Bonus chop. Do not react. Yeah, I didn't think I needed to make that into a critical hit to get that success there. That was nice. Look at the Far Realms. I don't know how often that pops up to use. Come on then. They're going to have to come up there if they want to face me.
All doom.
Actually, shoot from here. What have we got? Oh, I know a good one to do. I'm going to put a flaming sphere here. Nice. Put him right in the way. And then run for your life and hide at the back.
Focus.
Well, you are a melee fighter, so come on. We're going to move up here. We're going to force them to come up to see us. And I think our best bet is just start throwing firebolts around 45%. 50%. I should probably get the magic weapon out. I nut that guy for 1 point of damage. Nice. Burn, you
The
bastard.
shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps.
Oh, he's got
onto
one of
yours.
them.
You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No. The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Right, how can I abuse this? Use the power within you to make her obey the voice, to brave the flames and feast on the meat in the cave. Holy crap, that's dark. Source her mind for the source of the voice.
A memory. The beast daubs the symbol of the absolute on a cave wall in blood.
We saw that on the way up.
Very deep, a tadpole struggles to assert control against the ravenous chaos of her mind.
You're of the same pack. Commander to devour the other gnolls. That sounds better than go and kill the humans in there. Focus on the tadpole. How did it come to be there?
You see drow and goblins restraining her, a mind player reaching out. And then the voice, bringing order. Eating this meat was forbidden, but it would lead her to a feast.
So in theory then, the four of us should be immune to her attacking. She wants meat. Command her to feast on the other gnolls. This is not difficult at all. Well, it's guaranteed now. I'm a paladin of truth and justice. Now go eat your kin. Well, gnolls are considered evil things, so...
Sensing your presence, the gnoll's tadpole writhes in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on gnoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat. Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
Oh. Gain a load of experience. But, okay, so maybe I was right to resist the tadpole at first. But then that dream of the Guardian says, don't resist the tadpole. I don't know. I feel like I may have just committed an evil act. And I hope that doesn't affect my, my oath at all. Are you actually hidden here? He's not, but he will be in a minute. Oh, no, we're hidden. We're spotted straight away. That's a shame. Who can we kill? I mean, we're going to kill that thing eventually anyway. Probably. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. We've still got to deal with these things anyway. You've never seen this happen? It's an interesting twist, isn't it? Part of me wants to go charging into combat, but the other part of me realizes there's a big pile of acid in the way. I can get alongside her.
Time to press ahead.
I should do that. And then start chopping these other things up. Do I want to start wasting points? I might take a cleave. Look at the far round. Smack! I don't know if this will count as killing an innocent with the Paladin. I don't know. I really don't know. This seems to trigger now regardless of whether I get a kill. Unless it's been patched to change. I don't think it's supposed to do that, but... Okay, so now, let's see. Let's go, let's move in. Is any of these ones, any of these concentrating? Concentration soul offering. No concentration, no concentration. Right, just because I want to do this, doesn't cost anything. I'm concentrating, it's concentrating. 66 damage. Boom! Saved. Dead. And it's per turn, that. That is really nice. Oh! Does that use up the concentration? Ah, that was hidden. That's sneaky. The spell you were concentrating on will end. That was hidden behind the read it more ... Okay, that's fine though. We got probably what we wanted out of that flaming sphere.
Can't give up.
You get to here. What happens when all the gnolls are dead? Oh, she used guidance, didn't she? Crap. Oh, well, she's moved in. Paralyzed. I mean, it's going to die. There is no question about this. Bonus action, bite. It's about to go... Oh, it is unfriendly now, this. There's no doubt about this. We've picked a fight. That's paralyzed. Good luck doing anything. They're fighting each other. That works perfectly for us. Let's move into position. It's a friend. Maybe Eric shouldn't get the kill on that one, you know. Can't actually get in here. Yes, I can. Miss! Aha!
Allow me to demonstrate.
It's on 1 hit point, so we just need to get anything that does some damage. It's dead. Excellent. Now we kill the cleric. Sorry, not the... We don't kill the cleric. We kill the gnoll.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
By the gods.
Don't interrupt me when I'm looting.
You're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there?
What crew? It's a grim sight.
This whole journey's been one grim sight after another. Gnolls, goblins, drow. Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
Eltergard's a long way from here. Where are you headed?
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way.
Tell me more. Where's that?
Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts hadn't jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you.
Yeah. He fireballed me, the bastard, when I went there last time. Detect thoughts. Read his thoughts. I don't know intimidation. Walking's Rest has been burned to the ground.
Damn it. Nowhere's safe anymore. Doesn't change the plan, though. We'll head over there and check for survivors.
I guess that's our next place to go. What's in the chest? Your cargo?
Aye. The whole reason we're in this mess. Trinkets for some rich tosser in Baldur's Gate.
Is he a wizard?
He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths.
Oh, we failed the history roll. A lot of people died for those baubles.
Rich men place more value on wine and fine clothes than on the lives of folks like me. It's a pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile.
You know, it might be interesting. I'm not going to do that. That's definitely not Paladin Oath of Devotion stuff. Trying to take all this stuff off him. Find the missing shipment. There's a missing shipment? Oh, is that the missing shipment? Right. Lind? Oh, nice. Okay, we will take that and that. I think Eric is going to just go all the way in on these parasites. He's just going to absorb them all. Do I want to pick up some intestines? I don't think I do. Hoping there's a job for these ears somewhere. Oh, potions of speed. Potions of speed are very nice.
How much farther can I go?
Extra action, extra movement. I should probably make use of them. It'd be good for anyone, really. Starion, Eric, particularly.
What's in here?
Dead caravan agents. Wow, okay. The speedy reply. Send that to Astarion. And send that to Astarion. And take all the rest. So, we've just got you a potential new dagger. This one does 4 to 7. This one does 5 to 10. Does it, though? It does 1 to 6. Oh, hang on. It's not a dagger? Is it a scimitar? It's a scimitar. Okay. That's a shame. Thought I'd found something nice. We need another magic dagger for the offhand attack. Just before I go wandering in, is this... This is a... You're definitely not going across there moment, isn't it? Yeah. Right, let's go and talk to the nice people at the entrance. These are a band of the thieves inside the cave. Let's go talk to them. There was one that was nice that suggested he help us. Let's talk to him. Ollie, he survived. Oh, not with you.
When we're out of this bloody cave.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I'll be glad when we're out of this bloody cave.
What did we perceive then? There's something... The caravan's strongbox.
Well,
Let me have a look. Find the missing shipment. Okay. Help the trapped survivors. These are the people trapped in the cave. Save 2 men from a band of gnolls. Okay, so this isn't... They haven't, like, stolen this. This isn't like a caravan shipment that's gone missing. That we know of, anyway. This was the quest. Hang on. Excuse me.
I'm fine. And so's the chest, more importantly.
Big sneeze was brewing. I would like to know what's in that chest. We could have a look. Go and have a look over there.